makes a great impact. Sometimes a bad leader makes a bad impact on the country. Which leads me to my topic, which is, would Russia benefit from Putin coming back? Now, I will go through my 3 points of analysis and explain with a conclusion why I believe that Russia does not benefit at all from Putin returning. Now, my 3 points of analysis are that it only shows how little democracy Russia really has. My second point is that nothing will really happen or change when Putin returns. And third of all, Putin isn't really a good leader to begin with. Now, my first point of analysis, which I have stated, is it shows that how little democracy Russia has. It's obviously a scandal and shows corruption that he is coming back, and he planned to do this with VID00001, who was his runner. And everyone knows this, but the question is it really bad? This just, now the whole public knows that there is no democracy. Knowing there's no democracy is a good thing and is beneficial, but nothing really changes because there has been democracy and no one's really doing anything about it. So Russia does not benefit from just the sudden surge of anger or upset distress towards not a democracy. Now, the fact is, the changes knowing this leads me to my second point of analysis, which is Putin was president before, and as he returns, his policies or ideas don't change. People don't really change. So let's review what he did. According to an Economist article published on October 5th, in 2000, his presidency during 2000, out of all the reforms he was supposed to do, he didn't really make any reforms. Everything stayed the same. Then when Medvedev took over, he was supposedly still in charge. He was still the big boss. And while he was the big boss, there was crony capitalism, there was corruption in the government, and oil rises and decreases where basically companies took advantage of each other, and bribery. Now, all these reforms didn't even happen. All the social changes that were attempted didn't even pass because of Putin. Which leads me to my third point of analysis, which is maybe he isn't the best leader. Now, his legacy that he left behind is, according to the Economist article published on October 1st, is that it is his fault for the huge rise in Russia's oil prices going up, which resulted in lower living standards in many Russian households and decrease in economic growth within Russia, which was actually increasing at some point, but is now at a low term. And from the huge recession from 2008 to 2009 is basically due to him and his issues with the oil prices. And he, of course, the fact that he has so much corruption and little democracy, or allows this, has led to this huge surge of depression within the Russian middle class, where a poll was taken on according to Economist article on October 1st, where the highest 22% of the people want to leave the country and never come back, just because they feel that there's nothing left for them, there's nothing new, that there is no future for Russia, that this is how it's going to be, there's never going to be a real democracy. And for my 3 points of analysis, that he has not allowed much, he has only shown, his return has only shown that there's so little democracy in Russia that nothing will change when the leader comes back. And while he was a leader, nothing changed. No social reforms were passed, and no social reforms will be passed. And third, that he is a bad leader. In general, he has not joined many organizations that other European countries have, or any other great countries themselves passed, that it is his tie and fault to corruption and with the oil industry that has caused lower living standards with Russian citizens. And he has basically given a country of depressed people and taken away their liberties. And for these reasons, I don't believe that Russia will benefit at all from Putin's return.